One of the best things about Victor is he stretches the floor and he attacks the rim extremely well. And so we're going to look at how these skills pair together extremely, extremely well. One of the big things that the Spurs ran at the beginning of the game, and it didn't quite lead to exactly easy points, but it didn't lead to bad points, was they ran like a little bit of the Spain pick and roll, where essentially set the screen here, and then Victor sets the screen here. It's kind of, this isn't the cleanest example, but Victor's going to roll out here, and his threat is obviously attacking the rim, and that's what Rudy's worried about, and or Rudy's a rim protector, so keep that in mind. So when Victor comes out here, we're going to watch how the defense reacts to that. Okay, so we have Fox getting downhill. Boom. Rudy's thought here is, okay, Victor could lob it, or they could lob it to Victor, so I need to stay glued to him here. But then also, you could have Fox that gets by just a little bit here, and so you need to step up as the rim protector. And what the Spurs do extremely well, Victor does extremely well and is coached that way, is he's going to drift out here because he represents a shooting threat out here on the perimeter. And so Rudy still thinks, A, he's a lob threat, and I need to be rim protection. So as Victor goes out to the perimeter, now Rudy is no longer prepared. Obviously, like flat-footed, clearly in mind for Fox, clearly in mind for the rim. And so Victor's going to get a wide open shot here on the perimeter, and the Spurs are 100% content with that shot. But then this has effects longer in the game. It's not just a one possession thing. It just isn't just those 3 points. It actually affects the game as well. And so Victor, we're watching again here. We're going to see similar concept where we have ball screens right here, and then Victor's going to set another ball screen. They ran this a lot in the game, a lot. And it didn't lean to just clear points, but it let their offense simply create. And so eventually this is going to get funneled where Victor's going to get the ball here. This is like their secondary action. Okay, Victor gets the ball here, and we're going to see Castle set the screen. And so what's Rudy thinking in his head? He's like, okay, Victor just hit a three. I can't allow him to hit a three again, so I'm going to have to go over the top to contest it, to put a hand up here. And what's Victor like? Okay, you go over the top, no worries. If 13 is going to stay glued to Castle, I'm just going to drive right by him. And even if he doesn't stay glued to Castle, I might just drive right by him too. And so clearly it's a miscommunication on the defense. Like either 13 expects Rudy to just take a direct line drive here after Victor just made a three, which probably doesn't make sense. So I think it's probably on 13, needs to step up and hedge here or something along those lines. But you can see Victor just a clean pass to the rim, and you're not going to catch him once he gets there. And you can see once these two players are frustrated with each other, you know on offense you're doing something extremely, extremely well if they're disagreeing on how to have the defensive coverage. And then merely a minute later, we're going to see the exact same thing where another impact of this. So Victor goes to drive. Help comes because you just saw Victor dunk at the rim. He's such a threat out here. Now he's going to move the ball out there to the perimeter, and he's going to essentially relocate. And this is a really good sign that everyone can learn from this, is don't just sit where you are. Relocate out here to the perimeter to give yourself options to allow you to attack in different ways and force the defense to have to stretch back out to you. And he migrates back out. Rudy's like, okay, well, I'm a rim protector here. And then Castle does a great job driving into him. Absolutely love this from Castle. Drives into him, initiates the contact, and that gives Victor this open space. They're never going to call foul on Castle there, but he's essentially acting as a screener, and it gives a wide open look for Victor again.